What is up guys, this is Julien, the French winemaking guy who makes wine videos here on YouTube. Yes, wine videos. And yes, this is episode number 52 of the Tasting with Julien series. Today we're going to learn everything that you need to know about Sauternes wines. Can you actually see me behind all of those bottles of wines? Yes, everything we're going to learn tasting those different wines. Of course, Sauternes are those sweet wines made in Bordeaux from rotten grapes. Yes, I mean, they're grapes that are beautifully affected by the noble rot, aka the Botrytis fungus, giving those wines an extreme concentration, not only in sugar, yes they are sweet, but also flavors and an outstanding age-worthiness. Those are the most expensive Bordeaux wines to produce, although they're certainly not the most expensive ones to buy, not always. Yet they are fantastic, complex wines to taste and explore. So today we're going to be looking first at the first key facts that you need to know about Sauternes wines before tasting all of those 11 different vintages of Chateau Coutet, a Grand Cru Classé classified growth from vintage 1995 to vintage 2016, from the dark one to the lighter one. We're first going to be comparing what a young Sauternes wine tastes like compared to an old one. Is it worth aging your Sauternes wines? Well, we'll find out. What would you age those wines for? What kind of flavors are you going to get out of those wines? Then I'll be comparing similar or close by vintages of the same estate, the same chateau. Vintage 07, 08, 09, 010, is there a really significant vintage variation? Yes, we'll find out. And finally, I will be tasting all of those wines to find the best vintage of Sauternes of the past 20 years. Let's get right into it and first talk a little bit, quickly about Sauternes wines. Let's go. Yum, those Sauternes wines smell so tempting, so delicious, so many tropical flavors jumping out of the glass, invading the room. I can't wait to dig into them and get tasting. But first we need to talk a bit about Sauternes. I'll keep it short and to the point here, only a few key facts. So we are to the south of the Bordeaux region, on the left bank, kind of after the Grave, to the south of the city of Bordeaux. This area has a particular spot in between two rivers, the Garonne River and the Ciron, and that's where they cross and meet, and that gives this area a high level of humidity in the atmosphere, which is not great for making dry wines, red wines, white wines. The dry wines, not great with a lot of humidity, but it's great for the development of that Botrytis fungus, this rot that affects and slowly eats up the grape berries and the skin in particular, which allows the grapes to dry up slowly and concentrate sugars and aromas. That's essentially how Sauternes wines are made, letting the grapes slowly rot late in the season. Those are kind of late harvest wines, and you can sort of tell by the color. Those are sweet even after fermentation. They are residual sugars, hence Sauternes wines being sweet. The grapes of Sauternes are those of the classic Bordeaux white wines, Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon, sometimes a little bit of Muscadel, but mostly Semillon here, as it works better with the Botrytis fungus. And to make those types of wines, Sauvignon Blanc just adds a little bit of complexity and some other different notes to the blend, and a bit of this distinctive Sauvignon Blanc acidity. Finally, the wines of Sauternes have been so reputable for so long that the best chateaus in the area were classified already in the famous 1855 classification of the wines of Bordeaux. Learn everything about it here. There are 26 classified chateaus, 14 second growths, the second cru, 11 first growths, the premier crus, and 1 superior first cru, premier cru supérieur. Of course, this is Chateau d'Yquem. Oh, and wines are aged in oak barrels. That's essentially what you need to know, everything you need to know in short about Sauternes. If I've missed anything or if you're wondering anything else, let me know in the comment. But let's move on to the fun part of all of this, what I've been waiting for, the tasting. And that's what you needed to know about Sauternes wines. In short, if you want to see the complete tasting, learn more about the different vintages, should you age your Sauternes wine, should you buy one vintage or the other. If you want to learn more, I made this complete video tasting all of these different wines. I will see you soon. I'll link to it. I will see you soon in the wonderful world of wine. Au revoir. Bye-bye.